Hello everyone, and welcome to my GH Soap Gossip Today update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Carly drops Drew for Jason, and Drew is finished playing Mr. Pleasant Person. General Medical Clinic spoilers uncover Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, can't envision how she would have endured the last year without Drew Kane. Her excursion to Jacksonville last year was severe, and he appeared like a knight in sparkling protection to help her endure the worst part of her sorrow. Losing her marriage and afterward her business came as all in all a blow, however her mom's passing takes the cake. Through everything, with the exception of that sting in jail, obviously, Drew has been close by. However, that will change when Jason Morgan returns to town and Carly can't resist the urge to succumb to him once more. Enthusiasts of Carly and Jason's long-standing kinship-turned-sweethearts-turned-companions-turned-a couple are anxious, trusting that Jason will return to Port Charles. The last time he and Carly were going to go too far and perfect their marriage, Sonny Corinthos blew the entire thing up as he strolled once more into his life close to 12 months subsequent to having passed on everybody to accept he was dead. In any case, Sonny isn't the one secures Carly nowadays. For the first time ever, Carly isn't obliged to Sonny any longer. Before, in spite of the fact that they've gone through their high points and low points, and different separations, they were in every case to some degree bound to each other. It was like there was an unwritten implicit regulation that Carly actually had a place with Sonny in any event, when they weren't together. It was positively a piece of Sonny and Jason's brother code. However, allegedly things will be different when Jason returns this time, and Sonny might need to acknowledge where things were truly at between his dearest companion and his then-spouse when he got back home from Nixon Falls. Will he give them his approval? The new Drew Kane backs his head. Sonny could possibly track down it in his heart to allow Jason and Carly being together, however that doesn't mean everybody will be ready for it. Making room in her heart for Jason in that way would expect that she remove Drew from it. Obviously, he might be making his own bed in that area at this moment. As Attracted's conduct keeps on changing in a course that Carly isn't cool with, this pair might wind up on the outs before Jason at any point returns to town. One way or the other, it's not likely that Attracted will support his twin sibling taking up where he left out with the lady Drew is enamored with. Burst will be the principal of many reasons Christina maintains that should retreat on surrogacy. General Medical Clinic spoilers Screech Burst was shocked when Christina Corinthos Davis shared her arrangements to be a substitute for TJ Ashford and Molly Lansing Davis. All things considered, Burst acknowledged Christina at face esteem and upheld her choice. She won't tap out on anything that might happen to their relationship over this momentary change in plans. That being said, Burst never truly had plans for this relationship at any rate. It's not like she intends to open up to the world about it, or even inform her loved ones. All in all, should Christina's way of life decisions truly have any bearing on Blast's sentiments on the off chance that the equivalent doesn't make a difference and switch? At the point when Christina consented to be TJ and Molly's substitute, she felt genuinely sure that she understood what she was getting into. With Blast's help, Christina could very well trick herself into believing she's relentless and fit for anything, even of surrendering her own organic kid for her sister to bring up before her until the end of her life. Spill Christina Corinthos Davis gets a portion of the real world. Burst probably won't have set out toward the slopes when Christina informed her regarding her large intents to become a mother and an auntie all simultaneously, however that doesn't mean she understands what she's finding herself mixed up with by the same token. Simultaneously, there is a touch more solace in Blast guaranteeing Christina she's staying put. All things considered, Christina's way of life decisions no affect Burst past how she feels. She won't acquaint her with anybody as her better half or old flame in any way, correct? That is the very thing Christina will come to understand, yet will Burst demonstrate her wrong? Rumor has it Blast will stun Christina when she chooses now is the ideal time to emerge from stowing away. Without a doubt, she could lose her family all the while, and her approaching out as gay would try and leave a mark on her ascending to fame, yet she won't lose Christina over this. It's turned into that significant that quick. At the point when Burst emerges, it will change everything. Suddenly, she and Christina will have each an open door to have a genuine relationship, and a blooming stomach might have Christina figuring she could have her very own group all things considered, and sooner than she suspected. Will her friendship for Burst lead her to develop more connected to being a mother herself, and will that influence her capacity to hand her child over to Molly and TJ? Sunny returns to his old self, huge disastrous storyline coming up. Sunny Corinthos showed a sneak look of his old self as of late. General Medical Clinic spoilers expressed that, set off by Nina's harmed and disloyalty, Sunny could begin to disentangle. He as of now shows us a brief look at it by going at Cyrus, all weapons blasting, and pummeling him into a bloody mess. Also, he didn't stop even at that. He then, at that point, requested Dex to clear off Cyrus for good. Fortunately, he recovered some better than average and cancelled the hit. Be that as it may, this could simply be the start of an extremely dim street ahead. General Medical Clinic spoilers say that all the disturbance in Sunny's life will before long negatively affect him. This implies there is a fair opportunity that he might go with a few truly unreasonable and censuring choices that could hauntingly affect him and everybody around him. GH loves acquiring bits of stories from an earlier time. So imagine a scenario where they conclude that the time has come to return to his bipolar storyline. It was a colossal piece of his Port Charles life and gave us bits of knowledge into an aside of him that really gave us chills. General Emergency Clinic spoilers express that in the impending weeks, Sunny will confront many difficulties. Along these lines, they could bring about him choosing just to allow everything to proceed to quit taking his medicine. Well, he kinds of like the specific murkiness and facilitate that accompanies the bipolar side of him. In this way, if he needs to embrace the obscurity, he may simply toss the pills in the trash. Besides, with Nina in the doghouse, there truly is nobody that near him in the ongoing scene who might see the early indications of his getting off the drug. General Emergency Clinic spoilers uncover that Jason Morgan will before long revisitation of the overlap. Thus, quite possibly he could likewise squeeze into the riddle someplace. Maybe when Sunny is even from a pessimistic standpoint, Jason might return and help his close buddy out of the haziness. We doubtlessly are extremely past due for that Sunny-Jason fellowship adventure. In addition, many fans had been griping about how torpid Sunny has been off late. Thus, a brief dim mode would really be a reviving change from the a lot more quiet Sunny we have been seeing for some time now. What is your take? Let us know in the remarks. Concern and anger abound on today's General Hospital. As Sam shares her worries about Drew with Carly, he exacts his revenge on Nina. Dex comforts an upset Jocelyn. Laura tears into Spencer for letting Nicholas leave with Ace while Esme turns to an unlikely person for help, and Cyrus welcomes some company to his hospital room. There's no doubt that Drew's time in Pentonville affected him greatly. Sam has felt that his behavior as of late has raised several red flags and takes an opportunity at Bobby's to see if Carly feels the same. Since he's been back, she confides, haven't you noticed that he's changed? While Carly is willing to just put Nina's betrayal behind her, especially since it means she no longer has to deal with the woman as her daughter-in-law's mother, Drew is determined to get payback on the Crimson editor. But when he seeks out Nina in her office, ready to exact revenge, Nina fights back. "Did you honestly think that I would just roll over and accept this?" she pronounces.